What is going on, people? It is your boy Eternal Sora back with another video, and as promised we are doing another tier list, and this time we are doing the carry. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna keep all the characters that I've done so far, so just the mid lane so far, in their positions, whilst I continue to do the other roles. I have had some conversations with people in the comments on the last video. You know, someone saying Lieutenant Bellica is a lot stronger than I have given her credit for. So what we'll do is, once I've done every single role, jungle, support, offlane, etc., I will do an overall tier list, and maybe some of the positions of these characters will change, right? So I'm gonna continue with the carry tier list for now. And with that being said, let's get straight into it. So, starting off, we've got our boy Drongo. Drongo is I think he's in a good state right now. To be honest, I'm not too sure on all the patch notes in terms of like buffs and nerfs and all the changes that's been made to all the characters, but I'm going mainly solely based off of my experience playing these characters. I've got a lot of these characters to level 10, and going against these characters, right? So that is where I'm drawing most of my experience from, or my opinions on, right? It's from my experience. All right, cool. So Drongo, he is pretty strong. He's got, you know, decent movement with his ultimate. Of course, his ultimate is on a cooldown, so, or longer cooldown than his other abilities, so he doesn't have access to it as frequently, but it is still pretty good to get him out of a sticky situation if need be. I do like to focus on movement, just because, you know, you don't want to be a sitting duck. You want to be able to escape a situation if need be, but I am aware there's certain characters that do not have any movement but still are able to survive, so that isn't necessarily the deciding factor on whether someone is strong or not, but it is something I like to point out. He's got stacking damage. He can stack his damage to do like an overall burst, which is really strong. You know, you might think you survived with like a pixel of health, and then next thing you know is the final attack hits you, which can be quite annoying against a Drongo. He also has the boomerang to slow people down. It doesn't do a mad slow, but you know, whilst you're being chased by a Drongo and he hits you with that, it is enough pretty much for him to finish and burst you down. And then of course, I think his strongest ability is probably his silence, being able to silence. You know, he throw it, and the space of that is pretty big as well. He throws down this gas thing or whatever, and whoever's inside that are unable to use any of their abilities. So that is a strong ability to have, especially since it's not an ultimate or anything. It's just one of his abilities. So yeah, I think Drongo is pretty strong. You know, he does have some big burst. He does big damage. His attack speed is a little bit slow. I think he picks up pace a lot more in the mid to late game. I don't know. I think early game he isn't too impactful. But yeah, I do think he is quite strong. I don't know if he's a meta pick. Would I put him in meta pick? Would I put him in meta pick or all rounder? I'm gonna put him in all rounder for now, just for now. And as we go along, I'm gonna see if I have a change of opinion. I might put him in meta pick. Who's next? Next on the list, we've got Grim. He is the most unique carry in the fact that most of his damage, if not, yeah, pretty much most of his damage comes from magic ability damage, magic damage, right? So yeah, that is quite unique. And He hasn't got any movement, but I do see a lot of people using picking the Typhoon Crest with him. And as a carry, you know, you should be landing your basic attacks. And all it takes is 4 basic attacks for him to be able to activate his Typhoon. So that is pretty good. It gives him some extra attack speed, and allows him to have some movement. So that is pretty good. Of course, he's got the ability that nullifies other abilities, which is really good. Really good. He can avoid things like hooks from Richter. If he gets marked by Morigesh, he can block her ultimate with his ability, which is really good. Yeah, he can avoid things like Grux. Yeah, he can avoid pretty much any Rampage's stone, rock. Yeah, man, he can avoid any ability with that ability, that shield ability, and I think that is really good. And then he has that disruptor ability. I don't even know the name of it, but the one where he shoots out the ball, it pushes people to the side or wherever direction, whatever angle he lands it at. I do think that ability is underrated. It really is. Can get him out of a sticky situation, and it can put other people in sticky situations. So yeah, I do think that ability is pretty good, but you have to be really experienced with Grim to be able to land it at the right position to make the most effectiveness out of that ability. He does some serious damage. His ultimate, what do you guys, let me know what you guys think about his ultimate. I think his ultimate is really strong. I don't know if it's broken. I don't know if I would put it in broken category, but you know, his ultimate used to be able to dodge his ultimate by hiding behind a tower, and the tower would block, you know, the damage. But it's no longer like that. It will go straight through the tower now. It will go through pretty much anything. The only way to avoid it is if someone jumps in the way of it. That's the only way to avoid it, to my knowledge. So yeah, I think that is pretty strong. So if he gets visual of you and locks onto you, you're pretty much cooked. Unless someone is there to block the damage for you. But even still, like, it's not easiest to track the direction of the ultimate. So yeah, he can clean up pretty damn quickly. Oh, he is like a dark horse as well, because I don't see too many people play him, but when people do play him, he really does do well. I don't know if I can put him in meta pick though. Like, when I say meta pick, I mean this is the character you see all the time. This is a go-to. You know what I mean? Like, most people know how to play this character because they're just that, you know, generally strong character. Whereas Grim, he's not someone I see picked up too often. Not saying he's weak. I think he's really strong, but I don't think too many people play him. He is, I wouldn't say a specialist character, but you know, you gotta have some experience with him for sure. For sure. Is he stronger than Drongo? I'm not too sure about that. I'm not too sure about that. This is what I'm saying. The carry tier list is quite tough because any carry can do very well. It is their job pretty much to do well and do big damage. So it is hard to determine where carries should land. But let's move on for now. So next up we have Kira. Jeez, Kira. Kira. Where do I place her? I'm not too sure. She is very strong right now. I've seen, I've seen some people clean up with her, getting triple kills, quadra kills. Yeah, her basic attack is, I'll say, it's quite strong. Once he picks up a bit, I think around mid game, sorry, is when she really starts to do some serious damage. Once she starts to snowball, oof, it's tough because she's got good movement. Once she kills a character, she's able to get access to her movement again, which is really strong. Her ultimate is great for team fights. I don't. I feel like people don't really know how to use her ultimate or place her ultimate properly. I see people throwing it out. Some people even use it to clear waves, just because they don't really see any use in her ultimate. But her ultimate is really strong if used correctly. It gives her sustain. She's able to stay alive from it, and of course, she has the other ability where once she's landed enough stacks, she can I forget the name of these abilities, but she can do additional damage basically, and it slows as well, which is good for catching up to people, chasing people, making sure they can't escape. She is really good in my opinion. She's really good. I do like Kira. Um, I will put her in meta pick because I do see her all the time. All the time I see her. Yeah, I don't really have too much else to say about her. I haven't got too much experience with her, like playing with her. I have got her to what level have I got to? Maybe like 7 or 8 or something like that. But I just don't generally play her. But I do like her. I do like her kit. Anyways, moving on. We have classic, one of the OGs, Murdoch. I remember playing him on the Legacy map. Oh my gosh, this guy. Yeah, he's been like a staple in this game for a long time, long time. I do think they've gutted him a bit though. I don't know what it is. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments how you feel about Murdoch, but I do feel like he's a little bit weak right now. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think he's super strong right now. He obviously he's got a good kit, you know, he's got the traps, he's got movement speed, and he's got a knockback, pushback with his shotgun thing. So yeah, he does have a good kit. Of course, he's able to snipe from anywhere in the map. It goes through all objects, and it does some good damage. Of course, you have to be able to land your snipes, which might not be the easiest for some. But if you are able to land your snipes, you can really. It's an easy way to pick up kills as a Murdoch is with your ultimate, your sniper. I feel like early game he struggles. He struggles quite a bit. Maybe because his basic attacks are quite slow, but you know, he's able to he gets extra range on, I think it's like his 10th basic attack or something like that, either 5th or 10th, something like that. Which is good for poking, I guess, doing, you know, a little bit of damage here and there. I feel like Murdoch is lacking in burst. Like, I think that's what makes him a bit weak in the early game, is that he doesn't have burst damage. He just has to, you know, keep poking until they're low enough, and then he can maybe do his buckshot or whatever to finish the job. Yeah, I do feel like Murdoch struggles a bit right now. I will put him at all-rounder, but I'm going to put him at the bottom of all-rounder. I do think these other characters are stronger than him right now. And it is unfortunate, because, you know, he's the OG, one of the originals. Yeah. Alright, next up. Who's next? We have Revenant. He, again, I think in terms of unique carries, him and Grim are definitely the most unique carries in the game. I do like his kit a lot. So unique, so different. You know, he doesn't have any attack speed. All attack speed goes to his attack power, pretty much. So he attacks the same rate pretty much throughout the entire game, but he does huge damage. He's able to root you now, which is that buff is crazy big, in my opinion. That might even be overkill in my opinion for a Revenant, but it does work well with his kit. You know, he can root you with his ultimate, roots you with that other ability. I don't know the name of it, but you know, he throws out that thing, and then when he does his when he shoots out the projectiles, they root you, which is really strong. He gets a little bit of movement speed on his 4th basic attack now, which is good, I guess. Help him get out of situations or in situations if he needs to. He is really good, and of course, he gets extra gold for killing people in his ultimate. So he has the capacity to snowball hard, and if he does, you are in trouble. That is for sure. Revenant does a lot of damage. He's very strong, but he doesn't have much movement. Of course, he has a stun or a root, and his attack speed is slow. That can really hinder him if he gets too, overconfident. For example, a Sparrow or a Twin Blast will be able to land about 4 to 6 shots on him before he's able to land two, which is, 2 or 3. Yeah, so that can really, be a problem in a 1v1 match. But yeah, his burst is huge. He's probably got the biggest burst in the game. As far as numbers go, yeah. Where I put him in meta pick, I don't know. Recently, I've seen a lot less of Revenant. I'm not sure why. I've seen a lot more of Kira, Twin Blast, Sparrow, but Revenant, I've seen a lot less of him. But he is strong. He is definitely stronger than Murdoch. Uh, would I say he's stronger than Grim? Ooh, I think he does. Oh, this is tough. This is tough because everyone does. All the carries do so much damage. Um, and then Drongo. Oh, I'm gonna put him. You know what? I'm gonna put him here, and I'm gonna put Drongo at the end of meta pick. I'll put him at the top of all rounder. Oh, this feels blasphemous. I can't lie. Yeah, I'm really gonna need to see what you guys say in the comments on this one because I'm finding it hard to judge this. Do I want to put Revenant in meta pick? I can't. I can't do it. I just don't see him enough. I don't see Revenant enough. You have to really know what you're doing when you're playing Revenant. You have to always keep track of how many shots you've landed because you need to time your reload. That reload, if you shoot your last bullet without realizing and then he starts reloading, that can really put you in a sticky situation. So you really do need to know what you're doing when you play Revenant. So yeah, I'll put him at the top of all rounders. Yeah, because I do think he is stronger than Murdoch at the moment. And no, yeah, no, sorry, he's not stronger than Grim. Sorry, Grim is definitely stronger than Revenant at the moment. I might even put Grim in meta pick. It's feeling like there's only 2 ranks right now, 2 categories, which is meta pick and all rounders. No one is pretty weak as far as carries go, in my opinion. Maybe you guys have a different opinion, but no one is pretty weak and no one is a FF. So far, no must pick or bans. But who's our next carry? Who is next? We got Skylar. Hey, Skylar gets banned a lot. She gets banned a lot. In my opinion, I'm not sure why. Well, I know why, but I don't think it's necessary. She is strong. She's definitely strong. She's got good movement. She's able to fly in the air, which makes it tough for a lot of characters in the game to actually catch her and do damage to her. Like a Crunch, for example, will struggle to get close to her. Feng Mao can teleport to her, but if he teleports before she, flies, and she flies off, then he's in a sticky situation. Chimera can jump to her, but once he does this jump, he's pretty much grounded. He can't really do anything. So yeah, Skylar is the main thing that makes her strong, in my opinion, is the fact that she's able to fly, and they haven't really made any anti-air characters in the game other than other carries. Other carries can, attack her while she's in the air, but aside from that, Richter, if he's skilled enough, he'll be able to land his hook on her, but it's not an easy feat. Rampage, I guess, can land his rock, but again, it's not an easy feat. Yeah, that's what makes Skylar super strong. Of course, her ultimate does a lot of damage, really good damage, really takes people out. Her slow is real strong. Like, I didn't realize how strong it is until I got hit by it, but it really does slow you down quite a bit. So yeah, that is not to be underestimated. She does a lot of damage. Yeah. You know what? Just because me personally, I don't really fear Skylar like that when I'm playing as a carry. I don't really fear her like that, but a lot of people do ban her. She gets banned quite a bit. But whenever I see her, I don't know. She doesn't always perform the best. But I have seen, her as a carry do really well. I have seen her carry the team. Um, yeah. I put her in must pick or ban simply because I do see her getting banned almost all the time. She's almost always banned. So yeah, I will put her in must pick or ban. Her damage output is high, and she's got probably the best movement out of all the carries in the game, for sure. Just being able to fly, that advantage is it's just too much. Having a bird's eye view, being able to attack from a bird's eye view is too much. It's too much. It's like the most unique thing. No, there's not really any other character in the game that can do that except for, I guess, Rena now, but she's not on this tier list. I've started this tier list series before she got released, so yeah, we won't really include her right now. So yeah, we'll put Skylar must pick or ban. Next up, we have my personal favorite carry. This is the carry I play all the time. I used to play Murdoch all the time, but then it went to Sparrow, and I have been enjoying the hell out of playing Sparrow. Whenever I play her, I always do well. She's super strong. I really like her. I really like what they've done with her in terms of the augments, allowing her attack speed ability to make her go invisible and give her movement speed is just great. You can really, if you guys have watched my previous video, the Road to Paragon series, I played as Sparrow. You see me do some sneak attacks with her, going invisible. You see me escaping sticky situations with her going invisible. I really, really like Sparrow. She does get banned a few times. I have seen people banning her a few times. She's quite strong. I think most people, when they use her, they use the augment that enhances her ultimate. So she just be spamming out those arrows with her ultimate, and it does some serious damage. Serious damage. So yeah, Sparrow does stupid damage. She has a slow with the arrows that she shoots into the air, which is really good. I really like that. She can shoot through walls with her. I don't know the name of it, but I'm just gonna call it a piercing arrow. If I'm right, let me know in the comments. Yeah, she can shoot through walls. So it's a good way to, finish off people that are trying to escape. Yeah, she's just so good right now. Honestly, the attack speed ability allowing her to burst down characters way quicker. She is very, very strong, and if she has a good support backing her, then boy, it is gonna be tough for anyone facing her. I really like Sparrow. I'm gonna put her in must pick or ban because in my opinion, whenever people don't ban her, someone has picked her, right? Someone has picked her. I've picked her. I do see her I've seen her get banned only a couple times, but whenever she's not banned, she is picked. Yeah, for sure. So I'm gonna put her in must pick or ban. Is she stronger than Skylar? That's tough. That is tough. I actually think these two are on equal footing at the moment. Yeah. Skylar like is like most dangerous from the air, and Sparrow is most dangerous on the ground, in my opinion. Yeah. All right. I don't know if I said last not but not least for Sparrow, but we are missing one more, which is Twin Blast. Twin Blast. Hey, I really like Twin Blast. He's like he reminds me of Deadpool for some reason. He reminds me of Deadpool a bit, especially with that skin that he has. Um, yeah, he's cool. Like he's cool in like a corny kind of way. Oh, what the hell is this? Oh, sorry about that. Ads popping up on this stupid website, but it is what it is. Yeah, Twin Blast is cool. He does some good damage. It really don't seem like Twin Blast should do good damage. Simply because like he shoots with two guns, right? And individually, the single shot doesn't do stupid damage. It does small amount of damage, but both of them together makes him do quite a bit of damage. He's got good movement with his dodge roll. He can dodge in any direction. Um, he can. I think one of my favorite ones is pretending like you're gonna jump off of a surface, and whoever's chasing you follows you, and then you just dash back onto the surface. That is one of my favorite ones I like to do with Twin Blast. He does some serious damage, and there's many different ways you can build him. That's what I like about Twin Blast. You can build him with uh penetration, like physical armor penetration, whatever. You can build him with crit rate. There's a lot of ways you can build him, and he does big, big damage. His ultimate is really good. It's really good. If someone is out of your range, you just laser them with your ultimate, and it does serious damage to the point where people don't realize how much damage it's actually doing. If you're able to keep all the shots consistently on your target, it will really shred them down. So yeah, his ultimate is good. He's annoying in terms of poking. He's got great poking utility. He can dash the grenades at you. The grenades have a short cooldown, so he has them up often. And then his twin his twin shot. You guys know what I'm talking about. His other ability that does big damage. That does a lot of burst. I think that's why Murdoch struggles. Murdoch doesn't really have any abilities like that where it's a burst of damage. You know what I mean? His shotgun is like his buckshot is like a knockback, and depending on the distance, it doesn't really do too much damage. So yeah, Twin Blast, in my opinion, murders Murdoch. Like that is a seriously bad matchup for Murdoch. Um, yeah, he's really good. Twin Blast is really good. He is he's got everything you would want in a carry. He's got the movement, he's got the burst, he's got the poking, he's got the long range damage if you need it. Yeah, I think Twin Blast is. I'm gonna put him at the top of meta pick. I actually do think he's stronger than Kira and Drongo at the moment. I think a lot of people would disagree, probably put Kira above Murdoch, but I mean above Twin Blast, sorry. But in my opinion, Twin Blast does some serious damage. He's like a creeper. He sneaks up on you with his damage. Like you don't expect him to have to be doing so much damage, but he does do quite a lot of damage. Um, yeah, I do like Twin Blast at the moment. I won't quite put him at must pick or ban because I don't think I've ever seen a Twin Blast get banned, and he isn't always picked. Like I do see him a lot, but I see Kira's more often. I see Sparrows more often. I even see Murdoch more often. But when people play Twin Blast, he does do well. Yeah, I do think he is a meta pick for sure. And I think he is the strongest out of the meta picks, but I don't think he's quite on their level yet. All right, that is it for the carries. I'm not missing anyone, am I? I know Yin did get introduced when she was released. I think she was introduced as a carry, but she's pretty much solely played in the jungle now, so I don't think I'm gonna put her in the carry tier list. Yeah, I'll keep her in the jungle tier list because she is exclusively played in the jungle. I never see her played anywhere else. So yeah, that is it for the carry tier list. This is gonna be a controversial one for sure. I know it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Would you put someone like Murdoch or Revenant higher? Would you put Grim higher? I think I've done a disservice to Grim. I can't lie. You know what? I'm gonna put him here. I'm gonna put him here. Meta pick. Yeah, I'll put him there. It's just these two that I'll put all rounders. And I feel bad for putting Revenant here, but not everyone can play him. Not everyone can play him. He's not even, and Grim, not everyone can play Grim either, but I think he's a bit more accessible than Revenant is. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to like and subscribe. It does help me a lot. I'm trying to grow the channel. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care and peace.